So we currently have an APD agency for home health care, and underneath that, homes that are licensed for residential services. But what we're adding is a home health agency license through ACA, which you can Google the acronym, I don't know, put it on the screen or something. But the reason we want that home health agency, it opens up more opportunities for us to generate revenue. Currently, as we can only be paid through APD via Medicaid. Well, actually, we can only be paid through Medicaid via APD. With the home health agency, that opens up the opportunity to bill or negotiate with private insurance and get contracts with like Humana, Cigna, different insurance companies. We would also be able to apply and accept Medicare, and we can do out-of-home service. So technically now we can do out-of-home service, but only to other APD homes. With the home health agency, we can do out-of-home service, period, to whoever can pay via one of the insurances that we accept.
Hello?
Hey, Antoinette again.
Hi.
Hi. Quick agency question. As an agency now, and we're registered with Medicaid, can we contract with private insurance as is?
I don't have a clue.
Who could answer this question?
You might want to reach to pediatric.
I just got off the phone with him. I didn't ask him that part. All right.
No, he said that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I never territory I've ever touched.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So I wouldn't even have a clue how to answer that question.
No worries, I'll just call him right back.
All right,
Okay,
thanks. Bye.
I'm not sure what happened to
She's back.
I know. Last one, I promise. Okay. So when you mentioned that I could do private contracts with insurance, is that something you can only do as a home health agency, or can my current agency that is registered with Medicaid also contract with private insurance?
It depends on how you work out a contract with the insurance company. It's easiest to provide a nurse.
We got that. Mm-hmm.
And under that, then that would be, we have two separate. We have the home where they live in, and then we have a nurse's agency. Mm-hmm. So we have two separate people, so that might be the easier way for you to handle that. Okay,
versus trying to have, so when I signed up with APD licensed me as an agency, but an APD licensed agency isn't enough to do private insurance contracts?
No, that agency, you should be just a medical group home.
Got it.
A community residential facility is something like what you're registered as an agency.
Okay.
You have to check your paper to see what you're registered as.
Yeah, because I was confused. I was like, I have my agency license, and then they make me license each individual location. So I didn't know if the agency could
negotiate the contract.
We have 12 homes, 12 licenses.
Right.
And then we have our nursing company that provides nurses to all those homes.
Right, but with APD, before you can get to the home license, you had to do just like a general license with Medicaid application.
Maybe so then.
So you have 3. You would have that too, but I guess that middleman is a moot point. That's only just like the precursor to get the APD home.
That's a little bit outside of me, but I think that's correct.
Okay. All right.
To work with an insurance company, though, you would need a home health agency license.
Okay, perfect. So we're in the process of that. So we'll just continue with that. Last question. I know you mentioned you had a patient coming out at the end of the year, but is there like a general point of contact at children we should be networking with so that if anyone's aging out across the homes that they have us on their list?
I can tell you when it is. It's just it would be my kids.
Oh, okay. Well, then riding with you.
Just ride or die.
Okay. All right. Thank you again.
All right.
Okay.
All right, no problem.
Bye. So that was Richard on the phone. He was the previous case manager, because I don't know his title, for the patient that we have. So whenever we get to something that we can't quite figure out, he's been a friend, so we call him and ask him questions. And one of the things he just pointed out was that he confirmed the need for the home health agency to be able to bill to private insurance. But what we didn't know before was that being able to bill to private insurance opens the door for us to take patients that are not currently within APD system. And just that little tip of, okay, I have my home health agency, I have a contract with private insurance, and if a hospital calls me with a patient that's looking for a bed, I can request use of the bed from APD. Initially, we thought because we're an APD licensed home, we can only take APD clients. And to be an APD client, you had to be diagnosed with your disability prior to age 18. But what he just explained on that call helped us understand how to navigate around that and still be able to open up our, I guess, area of service within the same home. I hope to have the home health agency by the end of the year, really by the end of the summer, because we have all the components of the application together. I'm meeting with the consultant on Monday. A mess, nothing happened. The consultant that's we're supposed to have all the now. We're not supposed to be here making forms and scrambling, trying to figure out where our forms at. We were supposed to already have gotten them from the consultant. So I called him to try to figure out, well, where's that? Like my website, all of the stuff that you were supposed to do. Where that though? So when you pay a consultant to help you set up your agency or whatever you're doing, make sure you get what you pay for. Make sure you get it. 824.
And that's all he does? Help other people run?
Help other people set up their group homes. So he helped us complete the application for APD, to complete our application for Medicaid, gave us the policies and procedures, like the forms and stuff that we needed, because I didn't want to figure it out. So he helped with all that. To review everything, put it together, and then submit. And then after that, it's a year-long process, up to a year, for doing your full accreditation. Once you have all your components together, you can partner with your accreditation body, in this case, CHAP, to do a readiness visit by CHAP, where they will come, they will check all of your policies, and then certify you and say, this agency is ready. So that when you submit your agency application to ACA, you have this additional seal of approval from CHAP that you would add with it, and then submitting your application with the hopes that you get approved right away and there are no omissions, or it doesn't get kicked back for any changes. Once you get approved and you have the agency license, they're going to give you 1 year to get accredited. And in that 1 year, you have to have serviced at least 10 patients and have 7 currently on the roster before you can call for your full accreditation visit, where they will come in, review all of your policies and procedures, review your processes, go do patient visits, just to make sure that you've been operating as you should as an agency before you can get that accreditation badge. But them 10 patients, because you're not accredited yet, you can't actually bill or earn any income off of those patients. So it's 10 pro bono patients. That's a year of operating as an agency for free. Because you can't charge anybody because you're technically not accredited yet. So that part.
That sounds like a huge hurdle.
I mean, you can find free people easily. The hurdle is you and carrying your staff to be able to do that. So if you are the nurse or the medical professional, it's easier because it's your time and energy. But if you have to hire a team of people to do that for you, then you need to be prepared to carry that cost, which is why they require you to show proof of financial ability to operate. That savings that they're going to require you to have at least $60,000 in the bank. That's the money that you're going to use to survive while you're having to service patients before you can actually bill for them.
So having not been a medical professional, seeing where you are today in the business, could you imagine making it this far?
Yeah. You just hire who you need, and you get your money in line to be able to do what you're gonna do. Like, nobody should be starting a business on air. You can, but the more you can prepare yourself financially to operate a business, the better.